In the dense heart of an ancient African forest, hidden from the eyes of mortals, lies a mysterious place known only in whispered legends, the village of the dead. This village is said to be the final resting place for souls who cannot find peace. Unlike the ghostly silence one might expect, the village buzzes with life, albeit a different kind of life. Spirits walk freely among ancient trees, carrying out tasks as if they were still alive. The villagers tell stories of those who have stumbled upon this place, either by accident or fate. It is said that when the living enter, they must follow one rule: do not speak to the dead, no matter what they say or ask of you. Those who break this rule are never seen again, their spirits absorbed into the village, forever lost between the worlds. One day, a young hunter named Kwame from a nearby village ventured too far into the forest. He was chasing an elusive deer when he came upon the village. The air grew cold, and an eerie fog surrounded him. He saw people who appeared alive but strangely translucent, their eyes holding an ancient sadness. Kwame knew the stories, but he was desperate. His family was starving, and he needed to return with food. As he hurried through the village, the spirits whispered to him, begging for help, offering secrets of great power. One old spirit, with a face resembling his late grandmother, called out to him, pleading for a moment of his time. Unable to resist, Kwame turned to listen. The spirit smiled, its eyes glinting with otherworldly light. "You've broken the rule, child," it said softly. "Now you belong to us." Another person who broke the rule is the silent weaver Adisa, a skilled weaver, went deep into the forest to find rare spider silk. She wandered into the village of the dead. There, she saw a spirit child crying for her mother. Adisa spoke to the child, breaking the rule. Another person who broke the rule is the greedy merchant Obina. A merchant had heard tales of a hidden village where spirit gold could be found. Driven by greed, he ventured deep into the forest, determined to claim the treasure for himself. When he stumbled upon the village of the dead, he was amazed by the shimmering gold offered by the spirits. Ignoring the rule, Obina made a deal with a ghostly trader, believing he could outsmart the spirits. He left the village with his bags overflowing with gold. But as soon as he crossed the forest edge, the gold crumbled into ash, leaving him with nothing. That was not the end of his punishment. Each night, Obina dreamed of the village. In his dreams, the spirits called to him, pulling him back into their world. He would wake up in a cold sweat, haunted by the whispers of the dead. No matter how far he traveled, the village never let him forget his greed. Obina was cursed to live a restless life, forever trapped between dreams of wealth and the reality of his empty hands. Another person who broke the rule is the lost warrior Ikin. Was a fearless warrior, known for his courage on the battlefield. One day, during a fierce battle, he lost a close comrade. Stricken by grief, he heard rumors of a place where the dead could be found. Desperate for guidance and closure, he ventured deep into the forest and stumbled upon the village of the dead. In the village, he saw the spirit of his fallen comrade. Ignoring the rule, Ikin called out to him, seeking advice on how to lead his people to victory. The spirit, saddened, warned him to leave immediately and forget what he had seen. But Ikin refused to go, believing he could learn more and return stronger. As soon as he spoke, the village's curse took hold. The fog thickened, and Ikin's body began to fade. He was trapped. Now, he is forced to relive every battle he ever fought, locked in an endless struggle against shadowy enemies that cannot be killed. Though his body is gone, his cries of war and the clash of his weapons echo through the village. Those who wander too close may hear the sound of his eternal fight, a warning to all who think they can seek answers from the dead. Another person who broke the rule is the mourning mother. Ya, a mother overcome with grief, entered the village of the dead in search of her lost child. Her heart was heavy, and she wandered aimlessly, hoping to find the little one who had been taken from her too soon. As she walked through the eerie village, she felt a small hand tug at her dress. Overcome with emotion, Ya knelt down and spoke to the child, calling them by name. But as soon as she did, the spirit child disappeared into the fog, leaving her alone once again. Ya realized too late that she had broken the rule. The village claimed her, and she was cursed to stay. Now, she serves as a caretaker for other lost souls who arrive in the village. She comforts them, guiding them through their new existence, but her heart remains broken. Though surrounded by spirits, Ya is forever searching for her child, who remains just out of reach. Her sorrowful whispers can be heard by those who stray too close to the village, warning them of the price of breaking the rule. You may find the one you seek, but you will never be together. Another person who broke the rule is the cursed musician. Ton was a gifted musician known for his skill with the flute. One night, while walking near the forest, he heard a haunting melody drifting through the trees. The tune was so beautiful and mysterious that he couldn't resist following it. He wandered deeper into the forest until he found himself in the village of the dead. There, Ton saw a spirit holding a flute. The spirit offered to teach him the melody, promising it would make him the greatest musician ever. Unable to resist the temptation, Ton spoke to the spirit, breaking the rule. As soon as he did, Ton was cursed. He could never leave the village. Now, he plays his flute endlessly for the spirits, his haunting music keeping them bound to the village. Though his melodies are unmatched, no living person will ever hear them. Ton's music belongs only to the dead, and he remains trapped, playing forever for an audience that cannot applaud. It is said that on quiet nights, travelers near the forest can hear Ton's sorrowful tunes. His story serves as a warning: do not speak to the dead, no matter what they offer. Another person who broke the rule is the reckless scholar. Zubri was a curious and ambitious scholar, always seeking forbidden knowledge and ancient secrets. One day, he heard whispers of a hidden place where the dead held the wisdom of the ages. Determined to uncover these secrets, he journeyed deep into the forest and found the village of the dead. The village was shrouded in mist, and the air was heavy with silence. As Zubri explored, he encountered a spirit who offered to share the knowledge of the past, stories of long-forgotten civilizations, lost magic, and the mysteries of life and death. Ignoring the rule, Zubri spoke to the spirit, eager to learn. The spirit revealed truths beyond human understanding, filling Zubri's mind with endless knowledge. But this knowledge came at a price. Zubri was cursed to remain in the village forever. Now, he spends his days writing the history of the dead on glowing scrolls. As soon as he finishes each scroll, it vanishes into the air, and he must start again. His work is endless, and his thirst for knowledge has become his eternal burden. Another person who broke the rule are the star-crossed lovers. Amora and Kofi were deeply in love, but their families disapproved of their relationship. Desperate to be together, they ran away into the forest, hoping to find a place where no one could separate them. After wandering for hours, they stumbled upon the village of the dead. In the eerie silence, they encountered spirits who promised to help them escape their families and live in peace. Overcome with hope, Amora and Kofi spoke to the spirits, breaking the rule. In that moment, the curse of the village fell upon them. Their bodies faded, and they became spirits themselves. Though they were reunited in death, they soon discovered their love could never be as it was. Now, Amora and Kofi are forced to watch other spirits share the love and happiness they were denied in life. Though they remain close, they can never truly be together, forever trapped as shadows of who they once were. It is said that on quiet nights, their sorrowful whispers can be heard in the forest, warning lovers who seek refuge, do not trust the spirits, for their help comes with a heavy price. Travelers who approach the village may see faint glowing lights through the fog, Zubri scrolls, disappearing as quickly as they appear. His story warns all who seek forbidden knowledge, some truths are not meant for the living. From that day on, travelers who wander too deep into the forest hear a new voice among the whispers, warning them, "Do not speak to the dead, or you too will join us." Dear viewer, if you enjoyed the story, give us a thumbs up, share it with friends, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn notifications button so you never miss out on our latest updates. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.